Hello, everyone. We often talk about mental health in terms of individual struggles or personal resilience. But what if I told you that deeply embedded cultural forces are quietly yet profoundly shaping your inner world? Culture is more than just traditions or holidays. It's the air we breathe, the lens through which we see ourselves and others. Today, we're going to explore 5 hidden ways culture impacts your mental health. Understanding these connections isn't about blame, but about awareness and empowerment. It's about recognizing the unseen threads that weave into our well-being. First, consider the pervasive stigma surrounding mental health in many cultures. In some communities, discussing emotional struggles is seen as a sign of weakness or a source of shame for the family. This cultural norm often discourages open conversation and seeking professional help. Individuals may suffer in silence, fearing judgment or ostracization. This isolation can exacerbate conditions like depression and anxiety, making recovery far more challenging. Breaking this silence requires a collective shift in cultural attitudes. Next, think about the pressure to conform to cultural norms and expectations. Many cultures emphasize group harmony and collective identity over individual expression. While belonging is vital, an excessive focus can lead to a burden of belonging. This means suppressing personal desires, emotions, or even identities to fit in. The constant effort to meet external expectations can lead to a profound sense of inauthenticity and emotional exhaustion. It can erode self-worth when one feels they don't measure up to the group's ideal. Our third point is how culture defines success and failure. Every society has its own blueprint for a good life, whether it's academic achievement, financial prosperity, early marriage, or specific career paths. These cultural benchmarks can become immense sources of pressure. When individuals don't meet these culturally prescribed milestones, they can experience intense feelings of inadequacy, shame, or failure. This can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression, regardless of their personal achievements. It's a constant comparison to an external, often unattainable ideal. Fourth, consider how culture dictates emotional expression. Some cultures encourage overt displays of emotion, while others value stoicism and emotional restraint. These unwritten rules profoundly impact how we process and communicate our feelings. If your culture discourages expressing sadness or anger, you might internalize these emotions, leading to chronic stress or physical symptoms. Conversely, if your emotional style clashes with the dominant cultural norm, you might feel misunderstood or isolated. This can hinder healthy emotional processing and connection. Finally, let's look at the cultural pace of life. Some cultures prioritize relentless productivity and a fast-paced lifestyle, often blurring the lines between work and personal life. Others value leisure, community, and a slower, more deliberate rhythm. A culture that glorifies constant busyness can lead to burnout, chronic stress, and neglect of self-care. It can make individuals feel guilty for resting or taking time for themselves. This relentless pace can severely impact sleep, relationships, and overall mental well-being. Understanding these hidden cultural influences is the first step towards greater mental well-being. It allows us to critically examine the pressures we face and differentiate between personal values and societal expectations. It empowers us to challenge norms that don't serve our health. By recognizing these unseen threads, we can foster more compassionate and supportive environments. We can advocate for open conversations, challenge harmful stigmas, and build cultures that truly prioritize the mental health of every individual. Your well-being is not just personal, it's deeply intertwined with the world around you.